Capricorn, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a intuitive message for Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising signs. This is an energy reading. And you take it where and how it resonates in your life, Capricorn. This is your message. This is your reading. In fact, it only comes to you because you call it in. There's something in this message that you need to hear, or that you're ready to hear, or that you want to hear, which actually is not as important as you need it and you're ready for it. Oh, this is a new beginning. Trust in the magic. Read that one, because this is a new start. This could be a new you. This could be a new opportunity. This is newness. This is a freshness. This could be welcoming a child in, or a new relationship. We're going to get it deeper into what it is, but this is a really beautiful place to start because it is a fresh start. Remember, Capricorn, this is a timeless message, so that it comes to you, like I said, when you're ready to receive it. But there's always a new message every single week. So if you love these messages, please do subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. And if you need a personal message because there's just something that's really plaguing your heart and you need a deep dive into the specifics and insights into the nitty-gritty, I do those too. Please go to my website and book and schedule at your leisure. All right, Capricorn. There's another card that came out. I'm a peek. Oh, damn. Okay. So it is kind of a new you. We're going to get to it. Or there's a new situation, a situation where they call it you're green, right? Or you're kind of like those down feathers. And you're new here. You're a novice, so you just don't necessarily know how to navigate it yet. Wet behind the ears. That's what I was looking for. Wet behind the ears. And that's okay. It's okay to be new. We're almost ready. You ready? Okay, we're good. Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay, good place to start. Wet behind the ears. We've already run over this one. Something new, something that you're fresh at. This is beautiful energy. It's new. It's innocent. That's the word I was looking for. There's an innocence to this energy, you know. And listen, there's a vulnerability to innocence. Now, this is also 666. Wonderful number for this Valentine's Day, because that's what it is. Today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. But this represents two hearts coming together, or love, passion, two people with equal passion. So it could be a new relationship. But so that if it were, or whatever it is innocent. It's fresh. It hasn't been here before. And so what does that mean? Amongst all the beautiful things that it means, it also means vulnerability. Wet behind the ears. And you kind of know that you are. And you could really feel it, right? And you feel the vulnerability. And that could make you defensive. That could make you scared. So, and you don't want to be that, because those are things that actually block you from your joy. So how do we find our courage, right? We also have this energy, which is what I really love. This is know your worth. You may be wet behind the ears, my friends, when it comes to this specific kind of relationship, kind of job, kind of situation, or the new you. But you know your frickin' worth because you earned your way to this fresh start. And so there must be healthy boundaries set, and Capricorns are usually really good at setting healthy boundaries. But, you know, everybody has their vulnerable points. Know your worth. This is really a time for you to tell people who you are, not a time for you to let them tell you. And so even though you may be new to this situation, to thine own self be true. Stick to what you know and where you come from. Not stubbornly, but to give you this sense of not being able to be taken advantage of, right? And that, because we asked Spirit, right, what's gonna make us, have courage? Knowing your worth, and knowing that you can be awkward and you don't have to be perfect. You don't need anybody's validation to be you. It takes a lot of strength to be fresh and to start over. But you don't ever actually really start over. You always start from a place of experience of what you've left behind. And you do still have that on your side. And then we have what I just say. Rewind this video. Just a sec. Like I just said it like maybe 30 seconds ago, maybe a minute ago. You got to set healthy boundaries. There has been an issue here, a problem. And I think maybe you haven't, my guess is that you haven't felt like you have a right to set specific boundaries because, oh, I'm so happy to be here, or I'm the newbie here, I'm new to the situation. You can set healthy boundaries anywhere all the time. There's never a time, so you may not know. And I get that, it's like you opened yourself up to the situation because you're like, well, I don't really know if I should be offended by this. Maybe this is just the way people talk, or maybe this is just sort of the scenario and the group dynamic. Or, when you're in a new spot, it is good to be sort of open to the culture that is around you, even if it's just a new partnership. You're getting used to somebody else's quirks. You're not perfect, they're not perfect. Like, I get it. Nobody's saying that you forgot your personal strength. I don't think that's what's going on here. But at least in the recent past, there has been a reason really for you to feel like, yeah, this is where I need to build a boundary. And so that could be a little bit of advice that is coming through to you right now, is that maybe you're drawing the blueprints right now, right? You're taking it seriously in that you're taking notes. And you're starting to see, okay, these are the kind of boundaries that I need to build. As long as you do that, as long as you can really start to strategize that planning of because remember, healthy boundaries, sometimes you don't need anything at all. Sometimes you need to be wide open. Sometimes it's a picket fence. Sometimes it's the Great Wall of China. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a moat with fire in it. Like, it's like a healthy boundary could be any of those boundaries as long as they're a boundary in the right context. Right? So right now I feel like you're taking notes based on who you like to be and how you look at yourself and how you're proud of yourself when you look in the mirror. When that starts to falter, oh, it's a little bit of a boundary that I need here. So let's get into the tarot card reading. Capricorn. I don't see anything right now that implies somebody is taking advantage. This seems still very close to the heart and very personal. Some life-changing events, certainly. Okay, so first things first, we have Queen of Wands. Either you're dealing with a feminine fire sign, which can be male or female, but it's the feminine energy this is the energy of widespread creativity, of being able to sort of throw out your nets as far as your eyes can see or your instinct tells you to, because you're confident that you're throwing it out to right, at least at the very least you're going to learn, right? You're in the process of creating and of announcing yourself to the world, or letting people see and staking your claim to your own independence. This is charismatic. This is very beautiful, very attractive. This could be a person. If this is a person, they're very attractive. They're very appealing. This has got the Queen of Wands is somebody who has a lot of charisma and sex appeal. If they're a person, it seems like things are happening very, very quickly, or that things did happen very, very quickly with you guys. This is sometimes called Cupid's arrows. A lot of times love comes real quick. It's almost like really quickly because something seemed like such an exceptional opportunity. You rushed in. Lots of fire energy here. New opportunity, planted those seeds. Planted those seeds in the middle of the fire, right? There was a lot of sexual attraction or a lot of intense attraction, or I need this. This feeling of, I need this, I'm destined for it, it must be mine. Scorpio energy is coming up here. Okay, there's a lot of burning, a lot of heat. Scorpio energy is Pluto and Mars, very hot energy. I know when you think of Pluto, you don't really think of heat, right? It's way out there, a little planetoid all by itself in the dark. But it is, like Pluto energy generates there's a lot of heat, there's a lot of spicy. Very cardinal energy. If this is a relationship, there's a lot of sexual attraction, but it doesn't have to be a relationship. It's just, I desire this. It's almost like I will have this. Okay? Sounds great. And ultimately, it will change your world. Because that's the world card right there. And it means that part of your life is over and a new chapter is going to begin. And this could have been leading up to the turning of the year. So something could have really kicked off in the beginning of January, end of December, beginning of January. But this does seem like it's cascading past that from the present. Remember, past, present, future. Into the future of it will change your life. And it should. This is a game changer. But there is that incessant need with that scorpionic energy of you're not allowed to say no kind of energy. And maybe that's why you're like, I opened myself up for this because I rushed in, and now it's like the gravity's just pulling me in. I don't have a choice. If you feel that way, I get it. Let's look out into the future. This came out. This is also often Virgo energy to me, Capricorn, but this is ultimately standing on your own 2 feet and becoming independent, especially financially independent, but I think independent in terms of I know my value, I know my worth. So it's already told us that you're going to be safe and you're going to be okay. And even in the future, you're going to be cared for, or people are going to realize your value. This is really the time when you need to assert your claim to your value. And like I said before, you need to start telling the people, whoever you're dealing with, this is who I am. I'm not going to let you tell me who I am anymore. Standing your ground, there is value that's coming here because of this decision that you made. So I got to say, it is a good investment. Oh, okay. So the Spirit just spits this shit out me. I said, so this is really good. This is a good investment, whatever I said. And then it comes this. Nothing is yet set in stone. So it's saying, Michelle, don't say that. Because I think this is their projected outcome and this is their desired outcome. But guess what? It's not as set in stone as you may think it is. Or at least you don't feel like it is. So it's still quaky and shaky. Maybe even your ability to believe that you can do this, that you'd be able to do it on your own. And that's what keeps you vulnerable and maybe in a situation that's rushing too fast for you. Oh, we have more. You and your loved ones are safe. That is coming out. That's beautiful. Maybe this is by the Cancerian new moon. That would be in Cancer season, though. That's not till July that would happen. Could be casting out all the way. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon. For an unpredictable, still changing situation where you may end up on your own. Or you may finally realize I'm ready to be on my own, even if the ground isn't solid. You know, it's like learning how to walk on sand. It's going to keep slipping out from under your feet. You just got to get comfortable with it. So let's get more details, though, God. What do you want Capricorn to do now? Like, what do you want Capricorn to do today? Today, tomorrow, this week? What action should they take? You're stressed out because so the way that it came out is the 6 of Wands, which means you already know what to do to get the approval and win. but it's stressing you out, which means it's not something that is congruent to your health and your happiness. You already know what's expected. And there's a lot of money here. Now, this is a little bit out into the future. This would be before July. This is a little bit out into the future. So let me just say this. If you are in a situation where you have been extremely stressed and extremely worried, that will be resolved. Especially financial issues, or there's opportunities that are going to be presented to you that allow you to get away from whatever has been stressing you. And you're going to be very, very happy. Very, very happy, because this is value that you can touch. It's tangible. It could be a job or a career offer, something that really kind of like brings you back online and makes you feel successful again. Right now, there's a lot of stress, and the stress is from being in this very vulnerable situation where you feel you're open and you're new and easy to take advantage of. So it's really about getting back to work, or getting yourself back to a scenario where you feel like you're contributing again, and like you have your own intrinsic value, and you're not just valuable based on your association with somebody else. Let's go to the extended, guys. I will see you there.